Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event here tonight.
Professional wrestling. Wrestling is quite possibly the best thing God has ever given to us, right next to sliced bread, Adam and Eve, and Limp Bizkit. And whether you're watching a WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, a TNA, Total Nonstop Action, or an AEW, All Elite Wrestling, you have to admit, wrestling is quite possibly the greatest thing. It's the best form of sports entertainment. Hell, it kicked off sports entertainment. It was the first of its kind. And many people, like me, enjoy watching it. But there's a subgroup of people who want to live the dream. Now, that's not a problem. But there's a subgroup inside this subgroup where instead of living the dreams on the big stages, they instead do it in their backyard. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be covering that soon. Soon, people. Soon. But right now, I'm covering this. Now, for those wondering why I'm covering a backyard wrestling match and not any of the bigger promotions, it's because I want to shine light on the backyard scene. And also, I don't really see people talking about backyard wrestling at all. So today, I'm going to be covering this match, and I'm going to be giving my opinion on it. I'm going to be giving it a blank out of 10 rating. This is how I'm going to be deciding matches going on from the future, so you have an idea of what I'm trying to do. Match that I'm going to be covering today is Madness versus Aaron Blaze in a 2023 tournament that was originally the main event. The first thing I have to say about this match is that this isn't really particularly about the match per se, but this is mostly about the wrestlers themselves. Madness, honestly, he doesn't look threatening at all. You think with a name like Madness, you expect him to be crazy and all, maybe buff or something, but no, he just looks like some kid who bought Spirit Halloween costume. And, well, with Blaze, he just looks like all of us. He just wears a t-shirt. And I don't really blame him. Again, this is backyard wrestling. You're not really expected to pay over $50 for wrestling gear. Jesus Christ. Another critique I'd like to point out is that the commentary. It's bad. From just the first few seconds and minutes into this match, the commentator starts chanting, "We want wrestling." Which, first off, buddy, it's only been like 30 seconds, calm down. Secondly, he also insults the wrestlers, too. He calls one of them retarded, like, damn. I get you want to put down the heel, but don't you want to elevate your talent, maybe? I mean, I can't tell where this guy actually cares about the wrestlers or whether or not he just wants to bury them and not make them grow up to be stars. It's honestly crazy on how he kind of belittles them with insults from the beginning.
We want wrestling. We want wrestling. And another shove. And he almost hit the waterline, you fucking retard.
Okay, so besides my opinion on the appearance of the wrestlers and the commentary, what about the match itself? It's not good. At all. If I could dumb it down for you people, it's just strike, 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 a move, most likely going to be someone's finisher, and then they do it all over again. Now don't get me wrong, there is a part of the match where Blaze does injure one of his legs, and that's where Madness starts to work on it. Now, I will say, I do appreciate that, but the problem is that they don't move into it. It's just kind of there. Madness doesn't really work on the leg too much as he should. I feel like that should have been the main focus. Give Madness most of the control in this match. Besides the ending, there's nothing really noteworthy to take down here. It's just, again, a couple of strikes and maybe someone's finisher in there. Besides the little angle where they were hurting Blaze's leg, there's nothing really important going on. Now, the ending. What happened? Well, Blaze defeats Madness, and a guy in a suit comes out, and he's holding the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, the one from WCW and the NWA during the early times. And WWE at some point. Now, I'm gonna guess that he's probably the main champion, knowing how he's holding the World Heavyweight title. I mean, for goodness sakes, it's the World Heavyweight title. I mean, you gotta be important if you're holding that. So, what does he come out and do? Well, he decides to congratulate Blaze and tells him that he's not winning a trophy in the tournament, but he's actually winning a new belt. And that belt is the Multinational Championship. Now, I'm going to give YBW this. This belt is sexy. It's absolutely amazing. Honestly, I like how basic yet creative it is. I like the diamond shape. It's really nice. But that doesn't excuse how bad this match was. Out of the rating, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. Nothing to marvel at. It wasn't that special, really. The reason why this isn't just a straight dud is because the knee angle saved it. I did like the idea of Madness trying to break the knee of Blaze. Well, this has been my first review ever on a backyard wrestling match, and I thank you all for tuning in and listening to my opinion. Let me know what you people thought. Goodbye.